When deciding on your career goal, it is important to be really clear and specific. It is much easier to work towards a goal when you know exactly what it is. This allows you to plan for it better and get an idea of exactly what you need to do to get there. It also means that you know when you have reached it, as you have a specific destination in mind. The possibilities are endless when it comes to defining your career success, but it's important that your definition is your own, and not one that someone else has cooked up for you. 1.1 Understanding what success means to you and your plan to achieve it. Here are some questions which can help you to find your career map. Question 1 What is your actual definition of success? Everyone sees success differently, so the first stop on your roadmap is to define it in one sentence. One true definition of success for yourself. Make it realistic, though. Is success in achieving everything you've ever wanted? Is it working in your dream job? Is it creating your perfect life and having more time for what matters? Question 2 Are you a leader or a follower? Contrary to popular belief, no matter what industry you are in, you will need to think like a leader. You will need to be able to take responsibility for things and step up to the tasks that you're given. You need to deliver results, think like a leader, and stand out from the crowd. So how are you doing right now? Are you following or are you leading? Question 3 Are you prepared to take risks? To be successful you need to take risks. They might not always pay off, but you need to be prepared and confident in the risks you're taking. Think about the last time you did something that might not have paid off. That was a risk because you felt good about it. This also means pushing yourself out of your comfort zone in day-to-day life. Question 4 What are your greatest strengths? It's easy to think about your strengths and weaknesses from a detached perspective, but what are your greatest strengths? What makes you unique? What can you bring to a team that nobody else can? That's what you need to hold on to. Your greatest strengths are unique and unchallenged. Something you can feel confident about and be sure of no matter what. Question 5 What does failure means to you? In order to be successful you need to think about failure. What does it mean to you? When was the last time you failed hard at something? How did you overcome your personal and professional failures? Question 6 What's your backup plan? If it all goes wrong, what are you going to do next? Do you have a backup plan to help you create the success you've dreamed about? Have you planned for all outcomes? It's always good to have a backup plan, no matter what happens. Failing to plan is planning to fail, after all. Question 7 How are you going to make your success happen? This is the most crucial question. You know what you want to do, but how are you going to do it? How are you going to achieve what some might say is impossible? Break your plan down from monthly to daily. You can even create an hourly plan to follow in something like the Goals 2019 diary, and that way you'll always know what you should be doing to stay on track with your plan for success. Question 8 Who can you rely on to help you on this journey? Whether it's friends, family, or mentors and colleagues. Success can be a lonely road. You need to have people on your side who will help keep you sane, push you, and give you good advice. To get that, you need to ask yourself who you can rely on, and make more time for those people. Question 9 Which resources will help you create your success? Yes, you will need resources. You'll need to learn more, develop your skills and knowledge, and try to become a better person constantly. So ask yourself, what do you need? Do you need to enroll in some classes? Do you need new planners? Books? To learn a new skill? Make a list of things you'll need and get cracking. Question 10 How will you stay inspired? The key to success is staying inspired. Everyone knows that having good role models is a shortcut to success. Unfortunately, most people use role models the wrong way. They imitate the role model's plan of action. This is ineffective because plans that were brilliant 20 years ago, or even 2 years ago, are already old hat. What's important about a role model is the person thinking ideology and way of doing work. You can learn about a role model's thought processes by reading biographies, interviews, and profiles. Ideally, though, you should ask your role model personally, if that's possible. In any case, the more deeply you understand how successful people think, the more likely you'll be successful at finding your dream job. 1.2 Secrets of Success. Secret No. 1. Focus on you first. Before looking at a career, most people have followed the same trial and error path to work. They take a job that appears to be the best opportunity and try it out. They adjust to what their bosses and the company want in hopes of advancement. They eventually discover that they are stuck in a job or career they really don't like. Then they decide to try another job opportunity, and the error cycle continues. To get out of this job rut and get your ideal career, you will want to look at your wants and needs first to discover what your ideal career looks like before you select your next position. Secret no. 2. The impact of energy. Confidence is the closest thing in this world to magic. A person's energy impacts her mind, both conscious and unconscious, in profound ways. That energy is conveyed in everything about her being, and that energy has a profound impact on every human being she encounters. You'll notice that many of the people we see as lucky share this commonality. They are confident in themselves and their cause, and that belief allows other people to feel drawn to believing in them as well. The best way to alter our subconscious impression of energy is to consciously increase our confidence level. Confidence is not just a feeling, but rather reflects on our internal, core perceptions of ourselves, specifically, our value and competence as human beings. Confidence is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Secret no. 3. Strive for progress, not perfection. No one is perfect in this world. And practice doesn't make a man perfect, it only improves his way of working. Superiors have a tendency to find faults. So, it is better to strive for progress and leave aside perfection. This is the standard mantra for steady success. Secret no. 4. Be good at what you do. Whatever you decide you want to accomplish, make sure you dedicate yourself to it 100% and be damn good at whatever it is you set your mind to. Invest your time and energy every single day to develop your mind in what you want to be successful in. What separates you from the rest of the crowd? Find what you're passionate about and make sure you put in the work to be the best at it. Secret no. 5. Stay focused. With so many distractions in our everyday lives, it's very important for you to stay focused on your goal. Keep your attention on what you want rather than allowing distractions to get in the way and take you off course. Keep your focus and success will be the byproduct. Many people have many things to say about you, to you or anyone else, but you should never be affected by it as long as you know that you are on a right path and results are visible. Secret no. 6. Push yourself. You need to make sure that you push yourself every single day to keep at it. You need to push through all your limiting beliefs that you have about yourself. Whether it be shyness or lack of confidence. Get yourself out there. Keep pushing forward even when your doubts kick in. Understand what your insecurities are and make sure that you overcome them by pushing forward. What separates a successful person from an unsuccessful person is the ability to pushing themselves outside their comfort zone and being committed to success. Secret no. 7. Putting your ideas to action. Give up on daydreaming and get into the court to give your best shot. Yes, when you have ideas, make sure you put them into action. A lot of us have great ideas, but the secret to success is to put those ideas on a piece of paper and turn them into reality. Allow yourself to be creative with your ideas and figure out a way to turn these ideas into action. Secret no. 8. Take initiative. Today's career requirements are highly developed and require much more than someone who won't take risks. In today's competitive career landscape, employers are looking for individuals who can bring fresh ideas to the table and take initiative, start new projects, pitch new solutions and create new opportunities for the business. Secret no. 9. Handle failure with grace. Finally, no one ever found success without stumbling a few times first. You have to get up and move on, but how you go through these motions may actually be the critical bit. Taking the good times and the bad times in stride shows that you can handle yourself. So, if you get passed over for that promotion, don't give yourself the week off. Call up the person who got the position and congratulate her sincerely. 1.3 Disciplines for success. Daily interruptions are inevitable. Acting on a fear of missing out, we allow the beeps, dings and vibrations to interject to assure us that we're connected, and subconsciously we tell ourselves that that constant connection has no impact on the amount of work we can accomplish. But, in reality, we're so bombarded with outside noise, it becomes almost impossible to avoid, and our productivity suffers because of it. It takes a real effort, a conscious choice, to separate ourselves from that mindset. But when you adopt and practice the disciplines of high achievers, you will be better equipped to set goals and go get them, without losing focus or direction. 1. The discipline of believing. Most of us think about doing great things. The difference between the average person and the high achiever is a commitment to belief, because possessing the unqualified belief that you are capable of doing something is the first step to achieving it. I like the way Will Smith put it, there's a redemptive power that making a choice has. Decide what you're going to be, who you are going to be, and then how you are going to do it. From that point on, the universe is going to get out of your way. When you really commit to a choice, then everything else will fall into place to make it happen for you. Your decisions will be guided by your mindset. 2. The discipline of eliminating interruptions. The world around you is structured to interrupt you. If you already struggle with focus, you are fighting a losing battle from the moment you wake. If you are normally a focused person but don't control your environment, your day will become a series of interruptions. To combat this, you need to turn off everything that could attract your attention. Everything. Learn to be comfortable with silence and focus. The quality of your work will drastically increase and you will be more productive, and the depth of your thinking will increase because you will have long periods to dedicate to your thoughts. 3. The discipline of time management. Some might say time management is a myth because we have no control over time, it marches on with or without you. But you should consider the limited amount of time you have to get things done. To do this, we need a proper plan as to how you are going to do everything on time. Make a priority list and the most important things should be at the top. Do them first and then move to the next one. Starting your work on time is one more trick to finish it on time. If you think you may not be able to all of the work on time, then start before time. Make a to-do list and tick the task that you have done to make things easier. All in all, time management takes you towards success. 4. The discipline of being healthy. If your body is not capable of handling your goals, you will become physically and mentally exhausted. To keep yourself healthy and ready to achieve your goals, you need to allocate regular, recurring time in your calendar to take care of your body. Ideally, this should be multiple times a week and it should be not negotiable. Exercise, done correctly, trains your muscles, heart and lungs to withstand larger levels of stress. So if your body is used to the stress from regular exercise, it will have an easier time managing the stress in other areas of your life. The better you are at managing your stress and energy, the better you will be at accomplishing the goals you have set for yourself. 5. The discipline of ignorance. Ignorance is the epitome of focusing. You can't possibly know everything, and you don't need to. Once you are willing to live with not knowing everything, the things you choose to pay attention to will get more of your attention and you will produce better results. 6. The discipline of balancing life. All too often, people think that to be successful, they need to make the object of their success their life. If a person thinks their job will lead them to success, then they may spend countless hours per day, and well into the evening working hard. However, this comes at the cost of rest, your health and having an enjoyable life. Ultimately, they may burn out and cease to be successful at their job anyway. If success comes from having a strong social life and a good group of friends, their job may suffer, meaning that they may lose their job, and then be unable to afford going out with friends. 7. The discipline of improvement. You can't afford to rest on your laurels. You did the work to turn your dream client into a paying client, but becoming complacent can cost you their business. From quarter to quarter, you have to improve what you do for your clients. You have to share with them the value that you are creating, as well as your plans for creating even more value together in the future. The same applies to you as well. Don't practice perfectionism, but yes, practice the discipline of improvement. Conclusion. The single most important attribute to becoming successful is self-discipline. It helps you stay focused on reaching your goals, gives you the gumption to stick with difficult tasks, and allows you to overcome obstacles and discomfort as you push yourself to new heights. It's the ability to control your impulses, emotions, reactions and behaviors. It allows you to forego short-term gratification in favor of long-term satisfaction and gain. It's saying no when you really want to say yes. It isn't about leading a restrictive and boring life void of enjoyment. In fact, it's next to impossible to be self-disciplined in all areas of your life. Rather than attempting to be disciplined in all you do, use it to focus on what's most important.